He was a simple, gentle man, burdened with endless sorrow and hardship. Everyone in society had begun to see him as a liability because, by their standards, he was not successful. He had no big job, no wealth, no personal achievements, only the scars of neglect and ridicule. Whenever the neighborhood gathered for casual conversation, his name would inevitably become an example of failure. Some would say, he'll never accomplish anything. It was destined to be this way. Another would add, if everyone became as useless as him, society would collapse under the weight of incompetence. These harsh words would reach his ears, piercing his heart like poisonous arrows, shattering his confidence bit by bit. Even his own family had lost faith in him. They would scold, "You'll never achieve anything in life. You only survive by depending on others." Their words felt like heavy chains, binding him to a darkness from which he couldn't escape. He started to withdraw from everyone, consumed by feelings of inadequacy and rejection. Every glance, every word of criticism, every sigh of disappointment pushed him further into isolation. But no one cared to understand his struggles, his silent cries for help, or the dreams he buried deep within himself. They all failed to see that he, too, had a desire to succeed, to rise above his circumstances and prove himself. He wanted to break free from the labels they had forced upon him, to shatter their cruel assumptions with his own achievements. Yet, what he needed most was a bit of support, a little encouragement, and a hand to hold on to during his darkest moments. Instead, he was only met with scorn and judgment. The cruel remarks and disdainful looks became his daily reality. Even when he tried to explain himself, his voice would be drowned out by their negativity, dismissed as mere excuses. Over time, his self-esteem crumbled, leaving behind only fragments of a person who once dreamed of a better life. As days turned into months and months into years, he found himself spiraling into a deep depression. The weight of societal expectations and relentless criticism had become too much to bear. His mind became a battlefield where hope and despair clashed endlessly. Yet, even in the depths of his sorrow, a small flicker of determination remained. A quiet whisper within him urged him not to give up. He clung to that whisper, however faint it was, as his only source of strength. He dreamed of a day when he would rise above their harsh words, prove his worth, and reclaim his lost dignity. But for now, he remained trapped, caught between the cruelty of the world and the faint glimmer of hope within his own soul. Would you like me to help you make this into a powerful narration video for your YouTube channel?